Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm going to apologize in advance. I've had horrible allergies recently. My allergies are awful, so I'm going to sound really nasally for this video, and I'm very, very sorry. Um, I'm sorry. My allergies have been horrible. I woke up today and I was like, oh, I got to film a video, and then I started talking and recording myself, and I'm like, nah. So I was like, this is going to be wonderful, and people are going to love watching this. So, what a great start. Um, Today I wanted to do a quick rant. This is going to be a very quick video. I want to do a rant that just quickly discusses an opinion that I feel very strongly about, and that is the current music industry and what's wrong with it. So, obviously, the music industry is something that is, it's huge. I mean, people make millions of dollars off of music nowadays. So, I have 5 points roughly I want to cover. So, first point, I don't like it. I don't like where the music industry is right now. It's not in a good place. I mean, you just listen to a lot of, not all, but a lot of modern music, a lot of modern pop, modern like hip hop, like not hip hop, that doesn't really make the mainstream anymore, but more like pop rap kind of stuff that comes out now. Like, rap is impressive. I enjoy certain types of rap music, yes. However, I don't like a lot of the stuff. I feel like a lot of the stuff that's coming out now is uninspired. People are a little afraid to talk about anything besides the current three subjects or so that are out there, which are basically sex, drugs, and then getting drunk or high. And obviously, I'm being very generalistic here. I'm not trying to say all music out there is like that now, because it's not. That's not true. But in the general sense, most of the music that makes the radio and stuff is usually about some of those topics. So I don't like that. I don't like how uninspired it is. I don't like one of the big things I don't like anymore, and this is probably just me being, out of touch with modern music and stuff. But I don't like the lack of of instruments. I don't like there's no real instruments being played. It's someone sitting behind a desk creating beats at their computer. And is that an art in itself? Yeah. I mean, I'd say so. I feel like you're never going to get the same energy as a single person sitting behind a computer as you will getting either yourself to play a bunch of instruments, or to get the best thing would be to get a group of people together who can all play, and to get that meshing of musicians actually playing together. So I may be biased, but I feel like, moving into more computerized music has been downfall. It's a substitute. It's not, it's easier. It's less work, all that. You know, it's it's less work. It's easier. It's making cheaper music to sell more money. So what I don't like is that music has turned into more of a business than it has an art form. And obviously in modern America, everything's about business, sure. So there's my stance on that. I don't like it. I'll try not to repeat myself too much in this video, but I am probably going to repeat myself a few times because I get repetitive when I start to talk. All right, two, everyone is doing it. Everybody is, I mean, not everybody, but you get my point. Everybody in the general sense has taken their music to a route of, you know, oh, well, we're going to do modernized computer beats, and we're going to talk slash sing for a little bit slash rap for a little bit about the same 4 or 5 topics. Um, and, I don't want that. I don't like that personally. I find it uninspired, and whenever I listen to a new song, I usually find myself being disappointed. Which is why I don't listen to new music much anymore. Sadly, I like to live back in the era where people, put more heart and soul into that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that all new stuff, you get my point. I'm not saying that everything falls into this trope of not being inspired and whatever, because there is inspiring stuff out there. And if it's just not your taste, it's not your taste. But wow, my hair is something else right now. But so everybody is following this trend, meaning that this is the direction music is moving. We're getting further away from singing, even. We're getting further away from real instrumental music. We're getting further away from engineering and recording real instruments, all that. We're moving away from it, and we're heading into what'll eventually be a purely, auto-tune. Where, people's voices aren't even real half the time you listen to them on the radio, It's, you end up seeing any singing that is out there is computer aided usually. And so, like, it's just not something that, we're slowly and speeding up. We're moving away from traditional music as we know it. And, like, I guess I shouldn't say traditional music, but where music has a lot of feeling and a lot of humanness to it. Because to me, if you have every single note perfect and everyone is pitch shifted and auto-tuned just to be perfect, I don't think that that's going to, you're not getting emotion across. You're removing emotion by aiding with computers. Because the thing is, computers are made to enhance, not supplement, for music. All music should be able to be made by the person to stay in the realm of human art, because, the thing is in the studio, when you record music, you want to have your bass performance with nothing on it and then touch up. You don't want to say, okay, I'm going to take this section and auto-tune it before you even record it. Because then you're already removing the artist's voice from the, you're removing their talent, and you're removing that, or you're exposing their lack of talent in many cases. And you get people who make millions of dollars off of their perfect pitch created by a computer program. To me, it doesn't make sense. But you know what? Whatever. So, point number 3. Let's go to the past. Freddie Mercury with Queen. This is always my best example. Let's take a look at the album Night at the Opera with Bohemian Rhapsody and, all those great, that whole album was a masterpiece. And so let's look at specifically Bohemian Rhapsody, probably Queen's most popular song. Bohemian Rhapsody is a work of art. It challenged the norm. It was all real instruments. It was recorded on analog tape. There was no auto-tune. There was no copy, cut, and paste with audio files. There was nothing like that. It got recorded onto tape, and it got recorded onto tape. It got mixed. It got mastered. It got metered in with hundreds of thousands of dollars of analog equipment, and it cost a lot of money. And so, because it cost so much money, this was Queen's shot. They had to give this album everything, every last bit of musicianship they had. So by pouring in that much musicianship into that album, what came out of it, and that song even, just Bohemian Rhapsody, by pouring in everything they could into that, they created something that has lasted the test of time until today. People still sit in the car and jam out to that song because it's great. It's undeniably great music. Whether you like Queen or not, the amount of people who listen to Bohemian Rhapsody and know it, and even kids these days listen to it, because, that song was, back in, decades ago, but it still stands the test of time. How many songs can you say that are heavily auto-tuned and created with an electronic beat from 4 years ago? I bet there's songs we don't even remember from 4 years ago, and if you played it, it'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that song. Whereas, like, if you said, oh, Bohemian Rhapsody, everyone's like, oh yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, that's because the pure musicianship and hard work and talent that those guys put in, and the engineer put in, it's unmatchable. It's something that, it's raw human emotion and expression that got just put onto tape, and it was amazing. And we don't do that anymore. We just don't do that anymore. It makes me angry, we don't put that kind of emotion into records anymore. We fix every little mistake instead of trying again to get it perfect on our own. Because, there are songs that take 50 plus takes, back in the day to get perfect. And once you nail it, because you've been in the studio doing 50 takes of this. You've been wanting to get out of here. You've been wanting to nail it and get it done. And then that time you finally do it, it's because you gave it your all, and the engineer pushed you, you pushed yourself, and you created something unforgettable. And we don't do that. We don't do that anymore, which is really unfortunate. I really, it's disappointing. It's sad. I want to hear new music that I can be like, yeah, this is good. But you don't hear. I haven't heard any. Nothing on the radio for sure, and certainly nothing that I've heard or seen. Anywhere else. Whether that be TikTok or Instagram or any other place where you can hear new music, even advertised. You just don't hear it, especially not from major labels. Major record labels, think of all our big artists right now. How many of them actually just sit down with even just an acoustic guitar in their voice? I mean, I suppose you got like Ed Sheeran, but even he uses auto-tune from time to time. It's all about for them keeping up with the industry, and it's destroying music. Will it ever stop? That's the last point, is will it ever stop? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever actually hit a point where everybody says, "Oh, well, we want to go back." We'll go hit the button, go back. I don't think we'll ever. I don't know if we'll reach that point. Cause real music, I call it real music because to me, stuff that you can do in real life as a human being, play a guitar, play the drums, all that stuff, that isn't that may be aided by a computer. Yes, because that's what audio engineering is computer aid. Not that, but computer supplemented. We got to get away from that. And if we don't get away from that, that's what music is going to be. It's going to be auto-tuned robots, music robots, perfectly time-aligned beats, and everything is going to sound the same. And that's just how it is, with minor differences to basically keep people happy of, oh, this one's different, But you shouldn't have to prove why your song is different. You should be able to just play it and let it speak for itself. And that's easy for me to say, because I haven't written a lot of music. I've only written 2 songs, one of which is released on Spotify. You can go check it out, Riffjaw Music on Spotify. Quick plug. But yeah, I've only written 2 songs. Or actually, I guess I've written 3 sets of lyrics, but whatever. Regardless, we got to be careful. And I encourage as many of you as possible to get out there and to create your own music and to do whatever you can to start creating your own music, expressing yourself. Don't let people laugh at you. Don't let people tear you down. Sorry. Got an update. Don't let people laugh at you. Don't let people tear you down. Don't let people be like, oh, you gotta whatever. If you're doing YouTube, if you're releasing music, if you're doing whatever, I'm sure there are people out there that laugh at me, but you know what? If they're laughing, they're at least having fun. And odds are the people who are laughing at you, they're probably not doing anything much better with their time anyway. So, you know what? That's not direct shots at anybody. This is encouragement to you guys to go out there and to do what you want to do. Help get out there, make music, make videos, make whatever you want. Just do everything you can to try to help keep the human in music. So that's my quick rant. It ended up getting a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but 14 minutes roughly. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I have very thick opinions on this, and I just wanted to get that across and let you guys understand where I'm at. Where I'm at on that standing. I knew I had to get a video out today, and I figure it might be good to do a quick little rant talking about my opinions on the music industry and all of that good stuff. So, again, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, check out Riffjaw Adventures. I think I'll put it there. Check that out. Subscribe. That's my secondary channel. I put up gaming. I put up whatever else I want to do there. That's my everything else channel. So go check that out. Subscribe. Leave a like on the video. It helps a lot. And the more likes I see in videos, it lets me know what you guys want to see more in the future. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you.